had a load coming to this customer, and it was supposed to be a drop and hook. But when I got here, they told me it was going to be a live load. Luckily, there was one empty container. So I pick up the container, but when I do a pre-trip, I realize it has a bad tire right there. So I went ahead and just docked it to the door, had them load me. In the meantime, I called road service. So I'm here just waiting for road service to show up. One of the challenges with truck driving is that it is really time consuming. If you are to have a life outside of trucking, you are going to have to be intentional about it. One of the quotes that I really like a lot is a quote by my friend who passed away some time ago. His name is Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn used to say that work more on yourself than you do on your job. You are going to have to figure out ways of how you can develop a new skill, how you can develop yourself, how you can work on yourself, and how you can become the very best version of yourself. It's not just to do with career, but also to do with other areas of your life, whether it's relationships, with your health, developing a new skill, working on your talents, working on your passions, whatever it is. You and I have to figure out ways of how to utilize the time that we have in this industry to become the better versions of ourselves. Most of us know that as truck drivers, we are in the truck, and then from the truck, we are home. That's for us who at least work locally. You are in the truck for maybe 10, 12, 13, 14 hours, and then you go home. By the time you get home, you just want to go to bed. And then you wake up, you are back in the truck, right? And then for those of you that are over the road, you are again in the truck. Whether you're sleeping or driving, it's like you are in the truck, and then you get maybe your 34-hour restart at home, and then you are back on the road. That is a lot of time in the truck. So then the question is, how do you turn that time in the truck into time that you can use to work on yourself? For me, that goes back to finding things that you are passionate about, or things that you think you want to work on, and then finding courses that you can take online, podcasts, audio programs. There are many things that you can use whereby you can turn your driving time into learning time, or your downtime. Like this time right now, I'm right here waiting for road service. I turn this into something that I want to work on, something that I know I'm developing a skill, or something that I know that I'm using to better my. Guess who is here? Road service has just arrived. So they're going to work on me, and then I'll be out of here. I'm going to take this load to the Wiley Rail. So some of the best investments that you can make are investing in a good, maybe like laptop, for those of you that are over the road, maybe a good cell phone, or a good iPad or tablet, whatever your choice is, and then invest in a good internet cellular plan, maybe like one of the unlimited plans. Look at it as an investment where you can be able to then turn around and use that to get like maybe courses online. Right now, with the blessing of the internet, you can do courses online. There are some good courses you can find online that are really cheap. If you want to start a career, you could be able to read books on your phone or on your tablet. You can even carry books with you in your truck, so that when you have some downtime, you use that to develop yourself. Or I encourage you to also get some apps like there's one they call the Overdrive. I think that's the name of the app. But currently, I personally use the Libby. It's called Libby, Libby, where you can be able to borrow books, audio books, and be able to play those in your truck as audios, so that instead of just reading a physical book, you are driving and you are listening to something that you know will be developing you. Figure out ways where you can be able to develop yourself in skills or things that you are passionate about that could be able to help you in any other way, or if you ever want to change careers, or if you ever want to get like maybe a side income. It all depends on what you are passionate about, but whatever you're passionate about, you can develop yourself. You start small and then build on that. You never know what may come your way. I know of a driver, he has been in trucking for 7 years. He loves it, but he's having problems with his sight. He's not sure if in the near future he will still be able to drive. Things may change where he may not be able to pass his physical test for the sight. So what if that happens? Even though he loves driving, that may be a problem where he may have to look for another career. Those are things that sometimes we may not think about, but things that could be able to turn our lives around, whereby we find ourselves in a situation that we didn't want to, but we have to figure out something else. So my encouragement to you is that don't wait for that time. Start working on yourself. Again, as Jim Rohn says, work more on yourself than you do on your job.